I'm blind to you, haters. Yeah, no haters over here. But we're talking about blind buying today. Do you know what a blind buy is? And if you do, why in the world would someone do that? Huh? Why? Anyways, if you're interested in finding out about my blind buys, the hits, the misses, stay tuned. Okay, so before we get started with the video, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roxanne, and this is Roxanne's Retreat. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. And if you've been here before and you decided to come back, big up your whole self. Yes, obviously I'm filming somewhere else. I'm actually in my closet in Florida. Yeah, I'm not in the closet. I am in my closet. All right? Okay, as always, before we get into the fragrances, let's talk about these lips. Oh. So today I decided to line my lips with this lip liner from Juvia's Place, and this one is called Brownie, and it's exactly what it is. It's just a dark brown liner. Creamy, easy to apply. And on the lips itself, I have a lipstick from the Lip Bar, holding it upside down, the Lip Bar, and it is called Rich Auntie. Maybe I'm somebody's rich auntie, I don't know, but Rich Auntie is the color. The Lip Bar is black owned, just like Juvia's Place, and you can find the Lip Bar lipsticks and other makeup at Target, actually, and of course the lipbar.com. I love these. They're kind of matte, but they're not drying. Once again, so Brownie is the lip liner, Rich Auntie is the lippy. And let me grab my fragrance of the day. And my fragrance of the day, my scent of the day is called Mango Skin. And this is from Wilhelm Perfumery. Again, I love these bottles because yellow is my favorite. So this one's called Mango Skin. It is such a pretty realistic fragrance, right? So it opens with blackberries, and there's mango, and there's also pink pepper or black pepper. There's some pepper in the opening. I can't really smell it. I don't get the pepper in the opening. And in the mid, there's wild orris, black lotus, and jasmine. And in the base, there's patchouli, vanilla, and pink sugar. So this, oh gosh, come on, be magnetic. Magnetic cap, as always, gets me. And this, I'm going to spray some more. Ooh-wee. Yes, yes, yes. This is quite a literal scent. So, island people, you're walking around smelling like a nice, ripe mango. It's not tart at all. It's sweet and quite realistic. So, I don't know about all you. I am smelling like a Julie mango today. One of my favorites. Let's get into the fragrances. Okay, so let's get into these blind buys. So what is a blind buy? A blind buy is a fragrance that you purchase prior to smelling it. Yeah. And who would do that? Like, duh. Why would you do that? Well, I've asked myself that a few times, and I've come up with a couple things. First of all, I'm a fragrance addict. Yes, step one. My name's Roxanne, and I am a fragrance addict. Step two, I get influenced. Like you look at these videos and people are like, yeah, it has, this, it's gorgeous. And yeah, based on the notes, I say to myself, oh yeah, I'm gonna like it because I like this, I like that. Why not? Yeah, that happens, but you don't always like it all the time. Fragrance is something that not because you have specific notes in there, you're going to actually enjoy the fragrance based on the notes. It all has to do with how this was blended, etc., etc. So yeah, blind buying is something that's quite dangerous and we probably should stay away from. That being said, let's talk about my first blind buy and see if it was a hit or a miss. So the first one I want to talk about today is called CAVORT. There it is in its beautiful packaging. Look at it. CAVORT. Let me do Vanna White. CAVORT. CAVORT. So this fragrance is from the House of Fragrance Du Bois. Let me give it a little spray. It's such a pretty bottle, and it comes so wonderfully displayed. So I'm going to give it a little spray. I'm trying to keep my poker face on so you won't know if it was a hit or a miss until the end, all right? So it opens with saffron and cinnamon. There's Divana, I think, also in the opening. In the middle, there's ylang ylang, rose, and something else, jasmine. And in the base, there's patchouli, vanilla, and labdanum. So based on the notes, this is like a spicy floral with some sweetness in there. The labdanum gives it kind of like a suede or kind of like a leathery vibe, which I don't really get because I'm not truly a fan of suede or leather in fragrances. Yeah, so that's CAVORT. So spicy floral with a dab of sweetness. What do you guys think? Was it a hit or a miss? So it actually was a hit. CAVORT to me is sexy. That saffron in the opening, if you know me by now, you know I have a thing for saffron. So that saffron opening with the cinnamon, and then the ylang ylang, which is one of my favorite yellow florals, and then the vanilla in the base. Yes, I am in love. I was so happy when I got the thing and I sprayed it. I was like, hallelujah, because this bad boy wasn't cheap, although I did get it on a discount. Anyways, CAVORT, Fragrance Du Bois, a very sexy, inviting date night fragrance that was definitely, most definitely a hit. Check it out. Get your nose on it though. I'm not recommending any blind buys in this video at all because blind buying is not safe. Okay, so let's move on to the next blind buy on the list. I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but I have 6 fragrances here. So yeah, so let's get on to the next one. So the next one I have in my hand here is from the house of BDK Parfums, and it's called CREME de CUIR. CREME de CUIR. Don't know what it means. I didn't look it up. Maybe I should have. So let's give it a spray. All right, where's the sprayer? There we go. So CREME de CUIR from BDK. So this one opens with pineapple, grapefruit, and bergamot. In the middle, there's sandalwood and white suede, along with some pink pepper. And in the base, there's vanilla and white birch. So based on those notes, it is a fruity, woody fragrance with a little bit of vanilla. So it opens with the pineapple and the bergamot, and it opens, there's some brightness in the opening because of the bergamot, because of the fruits. But to me, that brightness kind of disappears pretty quickly. Then I start smelling the suede and the woods in here. The vanilla, I really don't get too much vanilla in this fragrance, even in the deep dry down. So it's not particularly sweet to me. Yeah. So I know like there are many people that speak about this fragrance, BDK's CREME de CUIR, and a lot of people love it. But unfortunately, I am not one of those people. This fragrance does something really weird on my skin, something that I do not enjoy. However, on his skin, the thing is magical. I'm not saying that it pulls masculine on me. I don't know what it does, but whatever it does, I don't like it. But on him, it smells magical. So guess what? This blind buy for me was a miss, but luckily for him, it's a hit. So for me, BDK Creme de Cure, it was a no, but I am going to pass it on to him because on him it smells much, much, much better. Yeah, so this is one I just would not recommend blind buying, especially if you're into sweet fragrances, because the woods and the suede, in my opinion, it just takes over the fruits in the opening. So this one was a miss for me. Wah, wah, wah. BDK's Creme de Cure. All right, next blind buy on the list. Listen, I had no right blind buying this fragrance because it was readily available at Sephora for me to smell. But no, I like living on the edge. Anyway, so this one is from Kayali, and this one is called LOVEFEST Burning Cherry number 48. So those of you that don't know about Kayali, Kayali is a fragrance house. That's what they make, their fragrances. So it's considered niche. She's the sister of Huda from Huda Beauty. And this is sold at Sephora, the Kayali brand. They're really known for Vanilla 28. That's one of their best sellers, which is like a brown sugar, great fragrance for layering. But today we're talking about LOVEFEST Burning Cherry number 48. And the cool thing about Kayali, that number in the back of the fragrance, it's the number of tries it took for them to get it where they wanted it to be. So it took 48 tries for LOVEFEST Burning Cherry. Let's give LOVEFEST Burning Cherry a little spray. And the other thing, the notes are on the back. It's pretty cool. So it opens with burning cherry, raspberry, and bergamot. So there's a fruity, oh my gosh, I just lost my thing. Let's try it again. This should be a blooper. But no, I don't give up. Opens with burning cherry, bergamot, and raspberry. In the middle, there's praline, damask rose, jasmine. And in the base, there's some Haitian vetiver and there's some tonka. I like the bottle. It's so pretty. So yeah, you get that cherry in the opening. I get the raspberry. I don't get the bergamot. So that opening is very berry-ish. The cherry is not a boozy cherry to me. It's not boozy. It just smells like cherry. Not like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. It doesn't smell like that at all. That cherry on Tom Ford's Lost Cherry is more of a boozy cherry. This one isn't. I could smell the sweetness from the praline, and I can smell the sweetness from the tonka in the base. Now, I'm just not going to even hold you up. This was definitely a miss for me. I don't like Lost Cherry because Lost Cherry, although it's like a crowd favorite, a cult favorite, when I spray it on me, it smells like cherry Robitussin. This one, although it smells a little bit better, I still don't enjoy it. I still don't enjoy LOVEFEST Burning Cherry 48 from Kayali. I've worn it once. The performance was poor, and I was actually happy that the performance was poor because I was not into the fragrance. So this one, unfortunately, was another miss. Don't blind buy, guys. Don't blind buy. Okay, let the blind buys continue. So next up, we have a fragrance from Lancôme, and it is called La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. Oh, I love saying it. La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. Yeah, this is from Lancôme. All right, let's give it a little spray. The bottle is just gorgeous. Like these bottles, like these diamonds, they're just beautiful. Love the color. So this one opens with red currant, pear, pink pepper, and bergamot. In the middle, there's damask rose, violet, peony, and jasmine. And in the base, there's vanilla, tonka bean, and nutmeg. Nutmeg, nutmeg. Poker face not working. This is a sweet, sexy, tantalizing fragrance. I can't think of any other way to describe it. The florals are there, but I don't find it very floral heavy. The spices is that's what makes it like so sexy. That nutmeg, respect the nutmeg always. The tonka bean, the vanilla, you get all of that. So when I wear this, it makes me feel sexy. I don't know. It does. Maybe I think about the bottle and the diamond shape, but it's gorgeous. It's one of those fragrances that I've been, you know how we say in the Caribbean, I've been chinksing it and chinksing it. Because they don't have it in stores. You kind of get it online, but it's always discounted. It gives me about 7 hours on the skin. It's just beautiful. It really is. And this, my friends, is definitely one of my blind buy hits. La Nuit, Tresor, à la Folie from Lancôme. Get your nose on it. Get a sample. Get a decant from a friend. Not encouraging any blind buying. But this one, definitely a keeper. More madness, more blindness. So yeah, next up we have a fragrance from actually a YouTube creator, and her name is Fumi Monet, and this fragrance is called EXALTE. I love the bottle. I love the presentation. EXALTE from Fumi Monet. Definitely a blind buy. Give it a spray. Now this one opens with lemon and pink pepper. In the middle, there's Turkish rose, orange blossom, and jasmine. And in the base, there's vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. So the opening to me is bright with the lemon, bright, spicy, and then it dries down on my skin as like a sweet, like musky vibe. I get the vanilla. The vanilla is what's giving me the sweetness. I know for sure. The sandalwood, I don't really get too much of it, but I get more of a musky dry down. In the middle, like what's in the middle, I think it's kind of lost to my nose, but anyways, so this is like truly a sweet kind of spicy fragrance to me. That's what it does. It gives me about 7 to 8 hours on the skin. And my friends, it was definitely a hit. I love this one. Love it, love it, love it. It looks like I haven't worn a lot of it because it's been here in Florida and I've been traveling a lot. But gosh, I'm so happy to be reunited with my EXALTE from Fumi Monet. Beautiful fragrance. Check out her channel. She's amazing also. Oh gosh, no, I can't. I just want more. I want to smell more, but I don't want to put on my skin because I don't know how that's going to mix with my mango. All I know that this EXALTE from Fumi Monet was definitely a blind buy hit. Get your nose on it. Again, not encouraging blind buying because it's dangerous. All right, so we've come to the final blind buy that I'm going to discuss today. Mind you, we're only talking about 6 blind buys, but I can tell you, honestly, since we're friends, there are definitely more in my collection. Maybe we'll get to that another time. So yeah, the next one that I want to speak of, unfortunately, I no longer have the fragrance. It has found another happy, healthy home. And that fragrance is Italica. I have the box, but no oh gosh, it's upside down. Jokes. Italica from Xerjoff, the Cosmomarati line. We're going to pop up a picture to show you what it looks like. But yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. This one is a cult favorite. A lot of people like this. So it opens with milk, almond, and saffron. And you would think I would like it, right? Because of that saffron note, because I love me some saffron. In the middle, there's toffee and bourbon vanilla. And in the base, there's musk and sandalwood. This was definitely a fail. And the way I heard everybody talking about, oh, Italica, it's a gourmand. It's beautiful. You're going to smell like an Italian bakery. Well, child, I guess I don't want to smell like an Italian bakery. And I guess maybe I'm not into literal gourmands. But still, that doesn't make too much sense because guess what? My scent of the day is mango skin and it smells like a mango. But yeah, Italica from Xerjoff. Now, it's sweet. It's lactonic. And I don't know if it's because of that milky note in there that's what turned me off. But whatever it is, whatever it was, I have learned my lesson, kinda, sorta, with the mixture of notes. I did not get that saffron at all in the opening. All I got was like a biscotti kind of sweet vibe that actually kind of made me nauseous. And I didn't even overspray. That's the funny part. I did not overspray. So, although this is a cult favorite and a lot of people, I don't know if there's anybody in the middle with Italica. You either love it or you hate it. And I'm one of the people that don't bring Italica around here. I'm not trying to hurt any feelings. I'm just telling you the truth. So Italica from Xerjoff was absolutely a blind buy miss. All right, so this brings us to the end of this blind buying video. I hope you truly enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. And while you're down there subscribing, hit that notification bell so you will be notified every single time I upload. My uploads will be hitting YouTube every Wednesday and every Sunday, so look out for them. I hope you learned something, that blind buying is not safe. It's dangerous. It's living on the edge. But you know, some people, that's the kind of life they live. They like to live on the edge. I don't particularly live on the edge much, only in fragrances. Again, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, and again, hope to see you in the next one. Bye!